video before, and they kept ending my live stream over and over and over again. I don't know exactly who. It could have been something on YouTube's end, or it could have been something going on with my Wi-Fi. I do believe that they have the technology, okay, to hit your Wi-Fi whenever they get ready. Prepare for the fall, the final fall of America. You can best believe that if I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Okay? Not that I can speak things into existence, but this has always been my gift, the gift of prophecy. Oh, great crossroads, I call you upon our presence right now, you sacred ones. All of the sacred ancestors from the graveyard, I call upon you now. Come into our presence and deliver us this message so that we can be best prepared as possible. How's everyone doing? I had a very difficult time trying to get this live stream going. I have made several attempts. Something somewhere has stopped it. Give me a minute. I call on you, crossroads spirits, right now. I call on you, all of you that are sacred, that want this message to go next level. The people, they need the food. They need the food. They can't be in darkness. Hang on, y'all. I know I'm going to have limited ads. That's fine. That's okay, because that's what they do to this channel. This channel is being attacked. This channel has been here nearly 14 years. So it says this video is running limited ads. If you don't believe me, I'm going to show it to you all. This is what they're doing to my channel. No matter what, I can even, that's why y'all see me with periods sometimes. I'll use a period. And the reason why I'll use periods sometimes is so that I can get these videos monetized. They will not. They limit everything on this channel, okay? In addition to that, the art, the digital art is how I am going to communicate with you all from now on to show you all what is getting ready to happen. I did a video on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel. I told you all days ahead of time, even on this channel with the locusts, I've taught you all, if you ever see a green locust, it is a sign that there is some type of hurricane or devastation on its way. Okay, I have the video. I don't know if they will allow me to put it in the chat. There is a thumbnail of the actual locust that I saw. Okay. Give me a minute. I have actually provided it in the link. If you all would like to click on that, I gave you all warning way ahead of time that was an impact storm coming. In addition to that, I also provided a video on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel, which was an animation. And I warned New Orleans about 4 days ago. I said, New Orleans code 7 in the little bubble of the animation. Code 7 saturation. If you all want the link to that on the Mother Wisdom Tree channel, I will give that to you. They are YouTube, okay, which are the handlers for the Father and the children of the Matrix is trying to silence me through the Mother Wisdom channel. Facts. They monitor all of my phone conversations. People who have been communicating with me that have also themselves YouTube channels have been getting attacked. Okay? They are attacking people who communicate with me because their fear. Because, see, I'm the leader of this Black community. I am the leader. I'm not saying I'm the only, but I'm one of the leaders in the Black community in the spiritual sector. Most people, YouTube knows, follow pursuit to wherever I go. It's posing a problem. A lot of Black spiritualists themselves who have channels and clientele, they come to my channel and YouTube knows you all are here. They know it. Their fear with me is what direction I'm getting ready to take you in next. They hear me when I say I'm old. They see what it is doing to the structure of the matrix, both here in America and over the entire globe. So this is where it's going. They want to suppress the Black woman. Black woman, you need to know, this is nothing against my masculines here. You need to know that the Black man is a child. You are his mother. A lot of Black women get upset. I don't want to be his mama, but you are, and you always have been. Nothing is ever going to change. You are his mother. Your Black men are not capable of leading you through this spiritual warfare. There is a war now, Black women. Tell a buddy, tell a friend, tell a sister, tell a goddess, tell who you can, Black woman. And my masculines. See, my masculines know that you are the mother of all races and all mankind. You don't know it. I am the mother. Do you understand? That's why I choose the name Mother and Mama from the very beginning. Before I knew why I called myself Mama and Mother. People were calling me Mother and Mama since I gave birth to my first child, because I have a huge responsibility of leadership, care, and protection. We are the protector. You looking for your Black man to protect you? No, you got to protect yourself. He's a child. It started very early in the womb. Let's go back to the cabin days. They stripped our men when they brought him on the great big ship of his warrior ship. The white man had to take them down. We ain't even got to get into all of that, the Willie lynching, whether it's a myth or it's not a myth. We know what they've done to our men. They have emasculated your men. They did it. But you are the scapegoat. Hello, black woman. For what he did, what Master did, what the colonizers have done to your black men. Black men are not in any kind of shape. Don't try to fuss at him. Don't try to get him to fight. Don't try to get him to be no warrior, because it ain't in his DNA. But it's in yours. Black woman, you are going to have to lead the leadership in this spiritual war, because this place called America is getting ready to take its final fall. I'm not celebrating it. I'm concerned. This is why the cross brought me here. Do you hear me? I'm very concerned. You best better believe if I say it, it's going to happen. Just like I say it. I've made many predictions that have come true, and you've seen it. We even have it where, some of these spiritualists who have content, that have their own platforms have come to my channel and have gotten my prophecies and went back to their channels to be the first to predict it. New Zealand, you in trouble. New Zealand is in trouble. All the way from New Zealand, across the Arctic, all the way to Russia, there will be a great asteroid that will strike the land. They will know it as an earthquake, but it's coming from the heavens. It's going to get hotter. Almost to a point. Will there be no more snow? The great mother, the great mother, not the grandma, but the great mother is not happy. Because her people, the ancient ones, have robbed the bottom too long. Like I was telling y'all, somebody got to be. If you're listening, please just give me a minute, okay? Somebody's got to tote the folk on the top. Hello? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you're watching. Okay, so could you call me back? And I want to break bread with you, okay? So, are you comfortable with the new position that you're getting ready to partake in? Are you comfortable? Because if you're not comfortable, then there's not going to be a place for you in this new civilization. And a lot of our men don't mind women leading. Black man, it's time to stop exploiting your women. It's time to stop pimping your women. You can stop now. We're ready to form this army and prepare for battle. We're prepared. I'm a middle-aged woman now. So I may not be with you all on that portion of the journey because it's ahead of the road. But you won't be able to say that I did not warn you. That you got a lot of work you got to do, black woman. Black woman, it is time to be comfortable being in your own skin, because it's a beautiful place. Okay? The black woman is the new beauty. Now, this is why you have men of all colors going to places like Africa and the Caribbeans, getting his black beauty. You got to undo a lot of the false education that you are inferior to any woman that is out there. You are superior. You're superior. Your bodies are built for harsh conditions. Your skin is colored for large amounts of radiation that come from the sun. You are the superior ones. You inferior to no one. Did you hear me? They taught you in school. The very first thing they said was you was a slave. Your ancestor was a slave. No. If they go back into history, they would know that your people were the first people to walk the planet. And that many of you come from royal bloodlines. Kings, queens, and pharaohs. There's nothing that makes me feel inferior. Nothing. My bloodline of those of Nigerians were warriors. Built to fight. So they emasculated our men, and they taught our women that they were ugly. You're beautiful. Okay? No matter how dark you are, you're beautiful. This is why old master couldn't stand to stay away from the cabin too long, because when he put his prick inside of your womb, your universe, it sent a vibration throughout his body that he could not achieve with his own woman. And I said it's out of love and not out of judgment. You reach the highest frequency of a climax in the womb of a black woman. I know I have women of all races here. I've even heard the messages that come to me and say that the white woman is the new black mother, didn't she? Which she could never be. She'd be a white mother. She could never be a black mother, because you have to be in my physical body to understand the frequencies of a black woman or black mother. It's just not all about curling your hair, making your skin dark and painting on dark paint. There is an energy that comes from divinity that makes us the way we are. There's a rites of passage. There is humiliation, something that a white woman could never go through to become a black woman. The black man and his penis throws out once again an energy and a frequency that makes my heart pound right now from his penis that you can never achieve from any other race of man. This is why there is this craving for the black man's energy from his penis. He throws out energy. Being honest with you all, I've had a sexual experience, and I know y'all say, Mama, you too old to be talking about that. A sexual experience with my black mind that actually made me see nothing but blinding white light, because I reached one of the highest frequencies. Do you understand? This is why black man, they want your penis. Not only the white woman, but the white man. I say this out of love. Please don't attack me. I'm just only being honest right now. It's just truthfulness. Okay? That is a ride or a spaceship to source, is what it really is. And everybody wants that. It's knowledge, it's wisdom, it's favor, it's resources. It's all of these things. So when you have a woman of another race coming to you, I'm not talking about all, commanding for that energy. She's a vampire. I'm not saying, white women can really and truly fall in love with a black man. Black man can fall in love with a with a white woman. They can fall in love, but there are some vampires out there. I've already warned you to be prepared. And what they take from you you cannot recover. Did you hear me? So know which one you went. YouTube, you asked me a question through another video, through another source. The handlers of the Matrix. You said, do I want money or do I want peace? And I know you asked me that because I said I am in wealth recovery mode and I am an authority. Whatever I write, it comes into fruition. Whatever I draw and sketch comes into fruition. And so one of my latest animations that I created that you refuse to allow me to get views for, because the numbers go up, they go down, they go up. It's okay. They're still watching. So you said, do I want money or do I want peace? I want the money. I want you to pay because I'm old. I don't want peace. I want my land. I want what my ancestors built. I'm in wealth recovery. I don't want no peace. There can't be peace until there's justice. And when justice comes, somebody gotta be at the bottom to carry me on the top. And this is what you all need to adopt in your behavior. And I want you to send it all over the land. Let every tree speak it into existence. Every stone. Because stones have life. Stones were the first being on the planet. Every moth, every goat, every bird, every living, creepy, crawling thing on the planet speak this justice for the ancient ones. If you are a person of another race, you must get your frequencies up and get them in line with the great departure. Because nothing will reincarnate any other color but melanoids. It is not too late. You're going back into ancient times. Hello? I've already seen it. It has already been revealed to me. I've already done the video. Lots of you all didn't hear the video when I told you all that I was in a travel and I had a large following of young women behind me because the old women were stubborn, set in their ways, and they liked the ways of their master. And they wanted to continue and uphold the fabric of the matrix and its Christian religion and the church. So they suffered. They perished. But the young women wanted to. They wanted to fight. They wanted to live. They wanted to build a new civilization. So we were there. I got two I need to share with you all. So we were running, and lo and behold, the sun was like an eclipse, and there was like this energy that had your head hurting. You had this extreme headache. A lot of you are going to have extreme headaches. And you're going to first say, oh, let me go and get me a COVID test. Those headaches are coming from the sun. The great portals out in the universe and over our head within our sun, and our suns is opening it up, and it's creating these extreme headaches a lot of you all are feeling. So we were there and we were running, and we noticed that, all of the cars, anything made of metal, was being pulled up into the sky, and it was being turned like a washing machine. And as it turned, it began to shred into small particles that fell from the sky onto our bodies, and we had cuts and bruises because there was nowhere to run, because the earth itself swallowed up all of the buildings like it is doing now. The sun was a magnetic sun as it pulled into itself all of the metals and the iron and all of that stuff, and the fiberglass or what have you. It sucked it into itself. This is why the core of the earth is metal, because it's done it before. Nothing has changed. It's a reset. This is the great reset. We're going back to ancient times. Technology no longer needed there. Here's the cell phone right here. Don't need no car. Teleportation was the way they got around. As I've already told you all, I have found out that I'm nearly 10% Egyptian. For you all who wants to see it for yourself, I have the videos on both channels you can watch. I am 6.7% North African, which is a shock, and I already knew I was North African, because as a child I would always remember and ask other people, did they remember? And they thought I was really, really crazy. Do you all remember the temples and the great columns? Do y'all remember? Because I remember my past life of that. And no one remembered any of that. And one day I will share some of my, and all of those are thoughts from your ancestors. Let's tap into your lineage line. Let's get these DNA kits. Let's get them. Okay. Regardless to whether we want to believe my heritage or not, you're still Africans, and Egypt is in Africa. So all of us and even if you're white, you came from Africa. Okay. You're an African. You migrated to Europe, there in colder climates, and you lost the skin pigmentation, but you're still an African. Everything come from Africa, whether you want to believe it or not. Okay, so we all can partake in that tree of life. Okay. So I literally watched the sun pull all metal things into itself. And I saw every building known to man swallowed up in the belly of the earth. It's done in so many times. Your children of the matrix and the Father knows this is what's getting ready to happen. They know. They don't want you to know. You have this great distraction of the viruses as they try to take the population down, to concentrate on the fires that are burning all over the place, ravaging the place, and the floods and everything as the Arctic melts. There's nothing that can be done about it. I'm getting ready to go to the chat, but I want to say this once again. YouTube, let your handlers know that we want money. We're in wealth recovery. When I say money, I'm just not talking about just that paper and things of that nature. We want our land back. We want compensation for all of the free labor, all of the minutes and the hours that we toiled and just developed arthritis of the fingers and the hand as we worked till we dropped and fell to our death. We are going to recover all of that you're going to pay. You're going to pay. Can we get these thumbs up, y'all? I'm in the chat room, so yes, that's what we want. We don't want no peace. Because we don't ask me, do I want peace? I don't know what that is. You're asking me a question about a situation I've never had. I don't think any black woman has or even know what peace is. Because all of our lives we have had to fight, just like they say in The Color Purple, all of my life I had to fight. So how can I want something that I've never experienced? Can anybody tell me what peace is? I don't know what peace is. What is that? You understand? Nothing can get accomplished when you're in a peaceful mode. You give me peace, I fall asleep. No, I don't want peace. Peace is sleep. I'm not going back to sleep. I'll only rest my earthly body. But when I leave here, I got other work I got to do. I don't got time to sleep and get comfortable. There's a war going on. Do you hear me? What is peace? Y'all give me a minute. Y'all come on, get these thumbs up, y'all. Please get them up. They've been playing with my views. I'll call people on their end. They'll have 0 thumbs up. On my end, I have 0, and other people will have, they send screenshots. Other people will have lots of thumbs up. We got different numbers. They're playing number games. Peace is peace. Freedom from disturbance, tranquility. That's something you'll never get, black man and black woman. Freedom from disturbance and tranquility. There's no way to achieve that in the United States of America. You understand? You always watch your back, black man, because you got this issue with police brutality that you got to deal with. So to say, oh, I want peace, you're not going to get it here. Okay? There's never peace on the planet for a black person. There's nowhere for a black person to have peace on this planet. Hello? We brag about the black countries of Africa, but they have to pay France. Hello? Taxes to be free. You can go to Ghana. You can go to Liberia, which I wouldn't want to be there. I can't say I don't want to be there. I just know that they went through the war thing going on and stuff back in the 80s and stuff like that. I know Liberia is trying to come back, which I am Liberian, I must say. But, it's a lot going on with Liberia right now. It's Sierra Leone have to pay. They have to pay to be free. They have to pay their colonizers to stay free. So, Ain't no peace. So long as it ain't no peace, you're going to always have to continue to fight. Your ancestors are not going to let you be free. They paved the way so that you could be here. They expect for you to fight. Freedom from disturbance, tranquility. I don't even know what that is. Calmness, calm, restfulness, a state or period in which there is no war or war has ended. The war never end for you, black woman, black man. Never end. Never ending, because you're colonizers. You understand? What you have, colonizer blood is always going to be in conflict with your African ancestors. In us, we're in turmoil and conflict because you got both ancestry. Do you understand? The straits were to be open to worships in times of peace. I'm just still reading. Used as a friendly greeting, peace. Used as in order to remain silent. Did you hear that? Used as in order to remain silent. Black woman, you cannot no longer remain silent. Because what you are doing, you are forming an agreement to continue to be the maids, the janitors. Do you understand what I'm saying? To always be at the bottom. So no, we don't want peace. Give us our money. Okay? Give us our wealth. That's all I wanted to come here to say. Hey, Chris, you get the welcoming Bassa call from West Africa. Don't tell me that I'm from the Caribbean and I have nothing to do with Africa. Okay? This is Africa. What else is it? I will no longer fight to prove, oh, I'm from America. Oh, I'm from America. I'm an American. I'm a Native American Indian. I'm much greater than a Native American Indian. I came from the first land of Eden, which is ancient Kemet. Okay? Everything that you've learned here, America, Native Americans, and whoever else here came from where I came from. So I'm much more superior than fighting to prove this Native American thing. Fluke. I can't continue with that. Because they ain't going to never give you that. But they can't take Africa from you. We need to form our treaty, our alliance with Africa. That's where you're from. All of you from now. So thank you for moderating, Chris. Hey, American Girl. Hey, Belle Rodriguez. Hey, The Smoke. How you doing? Hey, Undead Goddess. Thank you for that donation. Hey, Mama Nature. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Empress of the Trinidad. Hey, Honey Bee. Thank you. Hey, Christopher said, I did get a notification. No one really gets, it may be 2 people get a notification from this channel, but that's all. That's all. It's just one of those situations where you just have to continue to check and get an idea. You all, every now and then I fall into the strong trouble with I won't say trouble with this African. I'm not gonna call her name. One of them gave me the name and wanted me to call, one of the ancestors wanted me to call their names, and I can't remember their name. I said I was going to write it down, but this one in particular, this African woman, And sometimes she takes control of my voice, and I will find my mouth just stuck speaking in an African tongue, but which has always been that way. Everybody say, "Oh, girl, we've been you do that." Like, I'm sometimes they pull me here. It's not Caribbean, it's African. No, I am not a Caribbean. No, I'm not. I am an African woman, okay? And this is what I'm going to say from now on. I'm African. I'm not Native American. I was born here, but I am from a lineage line of Africans. I am proud of it because if you do your research, you will be proud of it too. It's a lot of bad stuff go on, but here's a lot of bad stuff go on all over the planet. But I am very, you understand, honored to be a half Nigerian woman. They said I'm half Nigerian. The other portion of me is Sierra Leone. The other portion of me is Kenyan. I'm East African. It was causing a controversy amongst people that was saying, oh, Ancestry is not the great place because they gave me Kenyan. Well, maybe Ancestry got a little bit more DNA samples from regions than the rest of them. Who's to say that all of Ancestry is right? Ancestry is just a very popular place where you have a huge database to get in contact with your family. That does not make them have the most accurate DNA. I know for sure, okay, who I am way before I got my DNA drawn. Already, I mean, swapped and all that. I've been knew it. You understand? So you can tap into yourself and know who you really are because ever since, I grew up as a child, it kept telling me that I was Nigerian. My spirits were always telling me you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian. If you look up the populace here, for people in Alabama, the southern states, and the Caribbeans, we are mostly comprised of Nigerian ancestry. So that is a given. You know what I'm saying? I look Nigerian all day long. So, um, like I said, it's something to be proud of. They taught us to be ashamed of our African history, and a lot of us was because what they would do is show us films of tribal people anything else but these people that had their little grass skirts on dancing in a circle and that's what we saw, and we were ashamed of it because we were brainwashed to believe that all of these modern day things made you superior. To have skyscrapers, cars, all of those things of that nature is what we were taught was intelligence. But the intelligence are with those who are in sync with nature. Those who are in sync with the great divine and great source are the most intelligent beings on the planet. So you all need to embrace that, that portion of your heritage. But, before I met Mr. Willie, I had an African boyfriend. So my African boyfriend would always tell me, hey, we got what you all got. We got all of the pizza places. We got Pizza Hut. We got all of these different things. So this is where my knowing of my knowledge of Africa first started with Saul. My first boyfriend name was Saul, and I learned from Saul about all of what, we were brainwashed to think that did not exist. So we were always talking about, oh man, I ain't from no Africa where those babies have those swollen stomachs and flies all over their bodies and stuff. But you need to know that the reason why these people are like that because colonizers are exploiting them and taking their resources from them, taking them from their natural habitat. You like the Pygmies, they'll take the Pygmies out of the rainforest and try to integrate them with a modern day society, and this is not where they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be in their natural habitat. They do that so they can cut the trees down and utilize the forest to build hotels and things of that nature. They're trying to extinct them, but they're the first people. But the planet will cry out. The rocks will turn. You understand what I'm saying? The sun is turning up the setting before you extinct these people, the first ones. They will be here when we're all gone because the rest of us, we're hybrids. Okay. So anyway, I'm channeling y'all. I'm channeling. Hey Sheba baby, how you doing? Hey Essential Wave. Beautiful. Okay, Kevin says, Heaven says they block everything that should be taking place and replace it with poison in the sky and the sea. And then I don't even think these people are native to the planet. It's an alien type thought form that actually sort of like the invasion of the body snatchers. They once they get into the consciousness, they coerce the host to terraform the planet, to make it conducive with their living conditions and stuff. And I think this is a lot of what is going on and everything. This is why I'm here to tell you all to fight back. You got to fight back. And they're utilizing, see, the children of the matrix, and one lady, she always said the children of the corn. So I was almost about to say the children of the corn. But the children of the matrix, they're different species. Like I say, it has nothing necessarily to do with color. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. Okay? So those type people are more of the lizard clan. And they're not like the rest of us. All black people are not the same. All white people are not the same. We got to understand that a lot of us are from different. We're from the different star systems. Okay? Y'all, can we get these thumbs up so I'll know how many people grace this place? Can we get those up? So this is what's going on. So we can't say, oh, white people are the problem, okay? White people are the problem. They're different white people. It all depends on what star race. They're different black people. Just because you see another black person and you think, oh, we can all get along. No. We're different tribes. So it's more or less a tribal thing, a star system thing going on here. Okay? The children of the matrix knows the difference between this white person and that white person. They know that all white people ain't they people. Just like black people know that all black people ain't they people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? So these lizard beings, we really don't know where they are. So it's hard to wage war with them when you don't know where they're at. Okay? So you're going to be in a position where you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to do something about it because you're going to have a global internet shutdown where you're going to be disconnected for a very, very long time. You all need to get yourselves prepared for that. Remember I said I'm going to go to Academy? Press 1 if y'all still want me to go to Academy and do some shopping. Press 1. Because I said we need to go and get backpacks. Remember, I hadn't done it yet. I had some sidetracking going on, some distractions going on. Remember, I said we need big backpacks. We need to go ahead and get them, pack them, and practice at least twice a week to tote them on our back. Remember I said that? Backpacks, non-perishable packaged foods. Excuse me. One of the backpacks, and I did the video, and I got to upload that video. I'm sorry, where I went in the Academy. Excuse me for this burping. There is a bag in that with a tube that sticks out of the backpack that you can just put inside your mouth like that and suck as you go off of it, and everything. That's in Academy. But you want to do a mock drill twice a week, and I'm going to do that here on the channel. I know there are other channels, there are a lot of content creators that watch me in the silence. You're there. They watch, and I'm sure that they're going to go and do the same. But they got it from my channel. You understand what I'm saying? But pack that backpack up. Keep it at your front door. Put it on your back. Walk with that backpack twice a week. Get your body used to long distance walking. Shoes are going to be very hard to find in the up and coming days. You need them rubber shoes. They are forever. Or you can get Crocs if you want to, or you can get fake Crocs. I wear fake Crocs because I know that they come from the same factory. Okay. And you just pay a little bit more for Crocs than you do the regular Crocs. But you need to have at least about a few of those on board, because I guarantee you I can walk from here all the way to California. My joints and knees will give out before these old Crocs will. I want y'all to see these old dirty, rusty Crocs. You can get these from Walmart for $8. Have your pair in your backpack and have your pair where you're walking on your feet. Okay? Any questions before I go? Y'all see the lights blinking, don't you? Mama right on point. And then God has said there's footage of another sun. It's grown to where it's nearly the size of our sun. Ooh, girl. Mm. How you doing, Sally Ann? Zegba. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I'm in the chat, y'all reading. Hey, Crystal Raven Rose. I got an energy surge going up my right hand all the way up to my arm, y'all. I can feel it. I think I went off on the deep end. What you said, Kevin said, M and Floor, if you hear, Vladimir Putin drew me into Russia last week to power play me. I told him, you done it to yourself. Okay. Hey, the free Quincy. Hey, Bolo. Hey, no sheeple. Hey, Sierra. Okay. Sierra said, how do you feel about this vaccine if you haven't already answered? I'm already being pushed out of my job because of the vaccine mandates. How do I feel? I have not had my vaccination. First of all, I need to let everyone know. And I'm going to tell you why. I never will forget. I told you all when I was in nursing school, they gave me 3 series of hepatitis vaccines that almost killed me. They also have give me a tetanus shot, and I was at one time, wanting to be a veterinarian, and I had, in order to work with the animals, I had to have a rabies vaccine, some type of booster or something. I don't know what it was some that goddamn rabies shot nearly goddamn killed me. When I had those vaccines, I began to develop high blood pressure. I never will forget. I was going from doctor to doctor to see what was wrong with my physical body, the reason why my health was declining. And I had a doctor, to be honest. Matter of fact, some of the doctors wouldn't even come in the waiting room with me because they said there's nothing we can do for you, ma'am. And one doctor sat there and he told me, he said, ma'am, there's nothing really we can do about vaccine injuries but to report your symptoms. Therefore, I will not be getting a rabies, not, I mean, shit, that shit is like a rabies vaccine. Shit, my hair fell out my head. Let's just talk about it. I thought I was gonna die. I began to have autoimmune issues where my red blood cells were being attacked by my white blood cells. So they began to think that I had lupus, and my legs began to swell. So nothing against those places. I don't even Moderna and Pfizer and all these. Nothing against you all. I'm just saying personally for myself. You know, vaccines would be the death of me. I can't take it. So how do I feel about it? I want to stay as far away from it as possible because there's other ways to develop immunities. You know what I'm saying? There is, honestly, people go back to the ancient ways to how they used to establish immunity. It was even said in a dream that some of these people do need to be exposed to somewhat this thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is not, I'm not giving out any medical advice, but this is what was said, because this pandemic is not only going on in this particular realm. Something is watching me, but it is going on in multiple realms, multiple realms, and in the invisible world. Did y'all know this? Some of them in other worlds have gotten to the point where they've gotten it under control. It is like they're back up. And I want to talk about those places and what they are doing at this point. You understand what I'm saying? Um, when I feel them watching, I always just take this right here. And you all probably, this right here costs $80. I don't mind sharing with you all this precious stone. If you all, anybody wants to know what the name of this stone is, thank you, Magical Lady Duchess. How are you? Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Here it is right here. Anyone wants to know what this stone is? Very protective. I have it on my head. It blocks any energies that are directed to your conscious, your subconscious, your third eye, your pineal gland. It's good to keep vampires from sucking your energy from you, you know, to cover here with this. Anyone wants to know what this stone is? I'm waiting on the first person. Hello? Anyone wants to know? Oh, hey, Astro, thank you for moderating. Okay. Miss Kennedy wants to know. Miss Astro wants to know. Hey, Jackie, how you doing? Thank you for moderating. Okay. I didn't know my moderators were in here. Thank y'all for being here. Okay, Tanya wants to know. Rudy wants to know. And I'm recommending all of you all get it to get it. I went on an astral travel, and there was this man that had this beautiful, huge crystal, and he had the crystal in his, like, his temple. And I said, what is that? It is so beautiful, and the energy that is coming from it is amazing. I want to know what it is. And he said, it is a zoisite. And I said, what? A zoisite? I never heard of that. He said, when you get back home, look it up. I looked it up. It was a such thing as a zoisite crystal. So what my spirits told me to do, they told me to purchase a zoisite. So I got in a bidding war. I get my crystals from eBay. With people really wanted it, and I said, well, I want it just as bad as they want it. So I got this right here. The bid ended at right around $78, $79. It's real heavy. The red part of the stone is ruby. So it's ruby, and I'm telling you, it's powerful. It will protect you from energy vampires, and when people try to throw energies at you, it takes the impact. It took the impact until it split. This is just how bad. Y'all see that? That was not there. So every now and then these have to be charged, and everything is good to make sure that you got them out. I got them out, got them in the window for certain moon phases and stuff like that. I can tell when I'm being hit. You can tell when you're being hit. Always watch your moon phase. If you notice on your moon phase during a dark moon, this is the time you're getting hit during a dark moon. Just before dark moon, these should be put out in the windowsill or outside. You understand, to get charged up by, Mama Moon. Let her charge this, okay? You can wash them with rainwater. The rainwater you catch during a certain moon phase is a different type of rainwater during other moon phases. You understand what I'm saying? And these can be oiled with protection oil, healing oil. It just depends on what you got going on right here. So I always keep this with me. It's also a healing stone. Look up Zoisite. Let me look up Zoisite to give you all an idea, because I'm here to help y'all. Okay? I'm here to help. I'm a humanitarian. I am an Aquarius, so you got to realize it's in our nature, but we're not going to let nobody sit down and make handler. And we ain't going to let no handler try to make no slave out of us. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Y'all look up Zoisite. I have many Zoisites amongst me. This is a Zoisite right here. This right here is not going to allow anyone entrance into my pineal gland. When you feel drained and depleted, like when you work with certain clients and stuff and they got a lot of issues going on, they got spirits attached to them that feed from them, and then they go on to bring parasites to you and make a host out of you. You got to have this in place. I had a serious case where there was an individual that was being fed upon by a hierarchy of vampires. So I had to put this on. Boom, stop. Went on with that now for almost 60 days. Boom, stopped. Put this there. Now I know what my travel's about. Because the guy that was in the temple and in my travel, he said, you're going to need it. Now, this guy that got there, there's two guys. Now, there is I have an African doctor in the spiritual realm, an African doctor. Okay, you all need to first know that. He is the first engineer to work on my physical body here, as well as my spiritual auric body, biosphere body. Okay. Um, But there's also this guy that looks like maybe he's Middle Eastern, Spanish, Mexican, or what have you. He's there too, and he will send electrical type lightning bolts to my eyes to charge me up. Now, I know this sounds bizarre, but you got to realize I'm operating from a different frequency that most people are not, you know what I'm saying, familiar with, okay? Y'all know I'm eccentric, so. But there's also a white guy that is there too. So this was a white man. You know, I have to say that they're black, they're white, they're Middle Eastern, they're many, many races. He had the Zoisite Crystal, and he told me it was his castle. He was also the same man that gave me Aja, and told me I was supposed to have a yellow canary, but it hadn't showed up. I guess I'm not ready for the yellow canary, and this is why I always keep it in my animation, which I already know that there's some content creators watching and say, "Oh, let me get my yellow canary." You know what I'm saying? If it can help you, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know, I can help you too. Only thing I don't like the individuals that blaspheme me. You understand what I'm saying? And then think that they're going to use my content, because this is when they get into serious trouble. You understand what I'm saying? I am a chosen one, and you will get into some serious trouble, not by my hands, but by those sources and everything that you're feeding from. You understand? So it's some serious business. You have to be very, very careful who you're messing with. And so he was the one that introduced me into Zoisite. Every now and then I go to his temple. I don't be trying to go over there. It's just they pull me in the places that I need to go into. I've had this before I found out that I had Egyptian bloodline. I've had this for years. See, the whole time had it and did not know. But this right here is if you want to try it out, it is a vehicle into the afterlife, is what it is. I have many of them. Many, many, many. Many all throughout the temple. Okay. So I have this too. This also will block out if you got any pain, or you got somebody sending you, because see, pain ain't nothing but signals. You put it here. You got to protect this, because this is what it can send you pain signals right in here. Sometimes other places. Crystals are very healing. Okay. So okay. Let me go back up in the chat. I want to make sure I didn't leave anybody out. Hey, Sierra Humphrey. Hey, Constance. I had a friend in school. Her name was Constance. Yes, keep your energy high. Then they can't reach you. But there are going to be distractions on the road to try to lower your frequency. That's what it can get to you when you get distracted on the road by death and everything and sicknesses and stuff like that. But you know, in order to get sick, your frequency has to be low in the first place. So you got to go backtrack if you get sick. What was going on? You know what I'm saying? So you can avoid that the next time. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get sick unless you at a low time frequency. Okay? So you need to know that first of all. Okay. Hey, ex Madam Empress X. She said, hey, Mama, can you go into detail about love spells and the way men think? I watched your old video about love spells and I couldn't get enough. Mama, thank you. And America is showing. And America is showing going away. Okay. Okay. Love spells, love spells. Oh, you want to talk about love spell? I'll make that another video. How about that? Maybe the next video on this channel. Hey, Erica. Hey, Empress Violet Blue. Okay, ex Madam Empress X. No justice, no peace. I like that. Hey, Jackie. Thank you for moderating. Thank you for that beautiful fire. Thank you, Jackie, for putting my website out there. Thank you to my moderator, www.motherwisdomtree.com. Jackie, call me when you get a chance, okay? If you all would go into that website, www.motherwisdomtree.com, or you can go into the description box, click on it, and go into my website so that you will, and fill out the contact information, and you will be able to get more videos because YouTube do not send them out. So when you go into my website, you will be able to find more videos that you may have, you know, overlooked. Okay. Um, Thank you. $ VENITALUV is my cash app if you would like to donate to the Temple of the Crossroads. The Temple of the Crossroads have its 501c3 now aboard. Hey, Lolita. Thank you. Our moderator Jackie says, please thumbs up the video so that the algorithms will pick up. Thank you for supporting Mama's channel. Thank you so much, Jackie. Could you all please get the thumbs up? So I have to keep this channel up because the channel is under attack. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm going to have to do the all to keep this going. Hey to you, the dark goddess. Hey, Nicole. Hey, C.N.1. Call me when you get a chance. Hey, Tanya. Unindoctrinated. I like that. Hey, Edicts of Life. Thank you. Edict said, "Hey, Mama, love the picture." That's actually a what you call a filter. That's just a filter. Hey, Rudy. Hey, Mama Nature. Hey, Anastasia, how you doing? She says, "I absolutely adore you. I live in Seattle and definitely want to come down and see you one day." Oh, I can't wait for you to show up. We're gonna have a great time. Hey, Tiff, how you doing? Hey, Tiffany Buchanan. Hello, Magical Lady Duchess. She has a great channel, y'all. Go over there and check her out. Hey, Abigail. Oh, very powerful statement. Y'all read what Abigail just said. I agree. I'm going to do that in the temple. Mama Nature said I meant non perishable to build your stockpile. Yes, we do. And I think the best thing for us to do is to get those packaged goods, the less bulky, and you don't want a backpack full of viennas, you know what I'm saying? And spam, you understand? You don't want all of that. It's going to be hard to tote that. So you have to have those packaged powders and stuff like that. Like I say, the troops are coming home, and when they come home, it's to police us. This is why they're pulling out from Afghanistan. Hey, God sent, how are you? Okay. Hey, hey, Icy Watts says oatmeal last. You making me hungry. I want some oatmeal. Oatmeal. Y'all know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go and stay in a hotel for a couple of days by myself, just so that I can eat that continental breakfast in the morning. But I'm seriously gonna go there so I can do a little bit of writing and stuff. I'm behind on my writings. I'm still writing. I gotta complete this book, and I know everybody can't wait to read it. It's gonna be cheap. You'll be able to afford it. For the ones who like to read my books. She says oatmeal lasts 2 to 3 years. Pour in a plastic grocery bag to save space. Double tie. Okay. Another way to keep things of that nature, um, especially like rice, you want to get you a those 5-gallon buckets that from Walmart got them, and Home Depot and Lowe's have them, where you can put them in there and put that top on there. Okay. And you can keep it for a long time, but still want to have them packaged up good in the actual 5-gallon bucket, so you won't get weebles and stuff. Weebles can get in a can. Do you hear me? Weebles can make a hole because they use some kind of fumaric acid or some, honey, and they can put a hole in your can good and go up in that joint. Yes, Icy Watts says cans are mad heavy, so I don't expect for you all to be around here with these big backpacks saying, "Mama got us carrying all of these here cans of sardines, and we can't carry all of this." You want to have packaged things, dried items, like she said, oatmeal. I totally forgot about the oatmeal. How could you forget? The oatmeal, the rice, the grains and stuff of that nature. Magical Lady Duchess says she's recovering from COVID and I'm not taking the vaccine. What is the stone? Okay. Do you have people who recover from COVID and and they still will go and take the vaccine? I mean, like, there are people who have had the vaccine and they still have caught COVID. Most of us have had COVID because I went to the doctor last year around this time with some issues that had the headaches, the joint pains. Felt like somebody was trying to drill into my bone, And it was some other little things going on, a little bit of shortness of breath. And the doctor said, ma'am, everything you're telling me sounds like COVID. And I was too much trying to, because when I had cut, this was around the time I cut my finger. And so they were trying to get me to get a tetanus shot. And I told them, no, I don't want it. I had a hard time, my finger healing. And so when I began to have those symptoms, had trouble with my jaws, like couldn't open my mouth wide and couldn't close my mouth. Some things going on here with my jaws. So I thought, I mean, it was painful, like bone pain. So I thought maybe I was developing tetanus from not getting the vaccine. So I was looking up to see how much time I had. Oh, how much more time I got on the planet. How long before this thing is gonna just take over. And some finally said, you need to go to the doctor and see what this is. So I went into the doctor and they told me, ma'am, there's no way you have tetanus. You would be dead by now. And I was okay. I was like, okay, okay. He said, but it does sound like you have had COVID. And he said, I'm gonna do a test on you. He did a test and he said it was negative. He said, but he said, I'm sure I'm most definitely sure it had to be COVID. He said, you're just not testing positive no more because the headaches were unbearable. The shortness of breath was crazy. I had all of those symptoms and stuff. I was kind of upset with him because I wanted to hear him say it was tetanus. I was a hypochondriac. I wasn't satisfied. I'm like, you trying to sell me? And you people should be scared. They say, well, you shouldn't be scared. Don't ever panic if they give you that. But most people would be concerned. Oh, I got COVID. Oh my God. I was more or less like, this man knows I have tetani, and he's not treating this as if so. Because I kept saying I wanted to get the immunoglobulins for tetanus and stuff like that. I'm gonna stop doing that kind of stuff. That stuff is dangerous when you get like that in your head. And so I had went to an emergency room, sat in there. They let me sit in there 6 hours and stuff. After I left him, trying to convince them that I needed the immunoglobulins for tetanus. Because I was like, oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. And so they let me sit in there. I guess they was giving me time to think it over. And there, I heard this weird sound like a horse coming down the hall. It sounded like it. It was just like this thing coming down. And I was like, who the heck is walking like that? And it was this middle-aged lady about my age, maybe a little older, that had these high heel clogs on, that was a doctor with these weird looking shoes. She was eccentric. These weird looking wooden clogs. And she came and she looked at me like this. She touched my head with her bare hands. She said, you need to go on. You don't have, there's no tetanus in you. You need to go on. Go home. Get you some rest. Do not have tetani. Ma'am, you do not have tetani. So anyways, that's the little story I had. That was August of last year. Mama was deep in thought. Mama do go into the hypochondriac stage. Watch those hypochondriac tendencies. Somebody might be doing some work. There may be some spirits that want you to hurt and harm yourself. Don't be going to these crazy places. Oh, I know I have it. I have COVID. I need to go in there and be hospitalized. Try to manage what you can at home, unless it's just so severe you can't breathe or hold your head up or something. The headaches are unbearable, but there are things at home that you can work with, unless it gets very serious. Now, if it gets very serious, I'm encouraging you to go to the ER, especially with the variant strand out. The variant strand is what's out now, and I'm not gonna get it deep into this because you can get your live stream shut down, but it's a little bit different. More with the variant strand, You're not necessarily with the shortness of breath, but it's more or less a lot of sneezing, like you would probably mistake it to be a cold. This is why they say it's a little bit more dangerous, because the classical symptoms are not necessarily there like it would be if you had the older strand. Does that make sense? So by the fact that it makes you sneeze, you can pretty much just throw it out. It's more of a aerosol way of contagion because people are sneezing. So make sure you have your mask on when you go out in public and stuff like that, to be on the safe side, because it's an aerosol now. And they said it's a little bit more dangerous, and you want to make sure that you are washing your hands properly, in behind, any doorknob you touch, any faucet handle or whatever. Your body needs plenty of vitamin C. I'm taking about 2,000 milligrams daily because I'm a pretty large woman, as well as the zinc, and you got to do your D3. I'm taking about 10,000 um, IU's per day. So, I'm encouraging you all to make sure you got your defenses and stuff up, because y'all know what they doing. They doing the all, get us packed up and up out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Which ain't gonna do no good, because a lot of us are coming back. I'm coming back. I have decided that I want to come back. I'm coming back to the planet. That's one thing that they can't stop us from returning. They want to work on how they can do that. Hey, veggie woman said unikite. Oh, it's zoisite. Zoisite. And I wanted to read zoisite right quick. That's correct, veggie woman. It's zoisite. Let me get my computer back toasty and running. Ha 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 ha. Y'all, I am hungry. I have worked up a hunger. I sure did. I is hungry. I is hungry. Um, So I'll get back in the chat. Hey, Akita, where you been? Akita, pick up the phone and call your sister. Call your sister, okay? Call your big sis. Can you do that? I'll be waiting on you. Okay? Akita, let's go and get something to eat. Okay? I want us to go off and get food. Hey, Miss Kim Marley. How you doing? You never heard of that crystal before? I'm going to read up on it. Hey, Mr. Atlas, how you doing? Ask me that question again, okay? Hey, Positive Journey. Hey, La Raven Peoples. That's going to be another video. She wants to know how to detach from an individual. That's going to be some work, because people are not. It's just not a physical attachment, but people can attach to your astral state. That's some serious work. Okay. Akita says self-love spells. That's what we all need. Veggie Woman wants to know if the storm is affecting me. Yes. Okay, Veggie Woman says selenite can cut cords. Okay, I can't want to keep me on track. She said, what do we need to expect the final fall of America? Rosalind wants to know how she can sharpen up her third eye. These. So if I put this here, and this is a zoisite. This zoisite, let's talk about zoisite. Okay, zoisite, Zoisite, which I found in my travels. This article is about the mineral name zoisite for the Sailor Moon character. Okay, so this is for something else. But I'm gonna read it anyway. Zoisite, first known as sulfite after its type locality is a calcium aluminum hydroxy. Oh goodness, sorrel silicate belonging to the epidite group of minerals. Its chemical formula is, ain't no sense of me reading all of that. Zoisite occurs as prismatic ortho. You know what? I want to read its magical, medicinal, and physical properties. I want to go into that. Let's. That's not gonna. That's not what I want to find. That's not it. I have been hijacked by Yahoo. Yahoo hijacked me. Let me see. Zoisite Crystal properties. No, magical. That's what I want to know. The magical. Okay. It's a ruby. Ruby is one of my favorite crystals. Ruby, zoisite, and wait. Come on, y'all. All this advertisement. Eniolite, meaning healing properties and metaphysical benefits. Okay. I'm reading this from All Crystal Articles, Angel Grotto. Y'all need to know. I need to let you all know what the source is. Ruby zoisite is a spiritual stone that's closely linked with the psychic development and self-growth. Here's my complete guide to the crystal, including an overview. Ruby zoisite is a beautiful crystal for stimulating happiness, vitality, and self-growth. The combination of green and pink resonates strongly with the heart chakra, while the ruby inclusions also stimulates the root chakra. This is an energizing crystal that boosts courage and inner strength. It's also closely associated with psychic abilities, such as astral travel and past life regressions. So I do sleep with this, y'all. I need to know. And if you would like one, I made this. If you'd like for me to make you one personally, I go to sleep with this on, and I do travel. Because this is the actual, your pineal gland is the actual vehicle. You understand? But this is also like a part of the mode of transmission here. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all see it closely. Like I said, I made this. I beaded all of the beads here. These beads are obsidians. These are zoisite crystal pyramids. Okay. So that's crazy, man. I didn't even know that it assists with past life regressions. This is probably why I am dealing a lot with the African lady, which is one of my ancestors. I would love to tell y'all her name, but some said keep that a secret. Because you have people that will call her, and I don't want anybody calling my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. But there is one that wants you all to know his name. Okay. Basic ruby zoisite meaning. History and formation, the healing properties of ruby. Which chakras are associated with ruby zoisite? Which zodiac signs are associated with? Okay. Oh, you click on these. The healing properties of ruby zoisite. While ruby zoisite is often associated with psychic abilities, it provides a range of metaphysical properties and healing property powers. Here are three of my favorite examples of ruby zoisite benefits. Spiritual development. Ruby zoisite has a strong spiritual nature, so it's a brilliant crystal for spiritual development. Whether you want to enhance astral projection skills, deepen your meditation practice, or have more success with past life work, ruby zoisite is one of the best stones to use. Yes, you can go back to your past life and do work to finish up work, because I have been working on a past life situation, so you can go back. You know, it's amazing what you can do when you know you can do it and you have time to do it. It's amazing. A lot of people don't know that they can go back to do work on their past lives. They don't know that. There are several reasons for this. The most important is that ruby zoisite is a crystal that energizes the crown chakra. I didn't even. This is my first time ever reading this article. So this guy that's in the temple with the zoisite crystal told me to fashion this and put it on my head. So God dog, did he come here and read this? Did he read this? And I know y'all want to know where he's from. His temple is in Zorton, is where it is now. It sounds like something, a figment of an imagination to some people, but this shit is real, man. Why? How do you think we're able to draw pictures and write books? Artists are some cool people, which is vital for psychic abilities. Green zoisite also encourages inner growth, while red ruby inspires passion, a key combination for progressing with any type of practice. Along with developing intuitive skills, ruby zoisite can also make it easier to communicate with guides and angels and ancestors. Yes, that's why I say I ain't getting rid of this. And I'm happy to be here to let you all know about zoisite. Tip: look for ruby zoisite with honorable inclusions if you want to use it for psychic practice. Honorable eliminates, I'm sorry, hornblende. I'm so sorry. Look for okay. Look for ruby zoisite, which this is a ruby zoisite. Anytime you got the red, I got a lot of zoisite. Some of them don't have red in them, but if you got this, you got the one with the ruby in it. Also here, it's a lot of ruby in that. Okay, so look for ruby zoisite with hornblende inclusions if you want to use it for psychic practice. Hornblende eliminates barriers that prevent spiritual development. Courage and strength. Ruby zoisite is the stone of courage and strength. It helps you to face fears and stand up for yourself, even when you're feeling vulnerable. Being affiliated with the root chakra and heart century, ruby zoisite also grounds you to the present moment while offering loving support. This reduces anxiety, giving you the confidence to tackle big goals and make different decisions. Vitality and energy. If you need a boost in energy and positive feelings, then ruby zoisite is a wonderful crystal to add to your collection. Okay. There are many reasons for feeling lethargic or unmotivated. Being weighed down by other people's opinions is a common example, especially if you often feel the need to people please. Green zoisite balances the heart century, which cultivates a positive outlook and reduces external pressure from those around you. Ruby is also an energizing crystal. The spiritual heat it generates helps to disperse, and boy, don't it generate some heat. A lot of the times I'm like, is this me on fire up in here? It's always it's this crystal. helps to disperse emotional blockages that lead to a lack of energy. This stone also increases the chi, life force in your body, helping you to overcome exhaustion. All of these got a purpose, y'all. With the combination of those two energies at your fingertips, you'll soon get back to your buoyant self. Which chakras are associated with ruby zoisite? Crown, third eye, heart, root. So you would probably, if you want to get deep into this particular crystal, you will probably want to cover all boundaries and have the necklace on so the stone can hang right over your heart. And also waist beads. I have a lot of people who are getting interested in waist beads, so I will be doing waist beads. Understand, if you can get those crystals to go onto waist beads, that will cover some portion. So I know that's the solar plexus, but that is pretty close to the root chakra. But it also harmonizes both of these with the root and third eye chakras. This is a powerful combination for chakra healing that provides many benefits. So the crown chakra is found at the crown of your head and is the center of enhancing your spiritual excellence. At the most spiritual chakra, it filters divine love to your other chakras. The light it brings gives a wonderful sense of peace and bliss. Ruby zoisite high vibrational energies open and activate that important energy center. This will help you to connect with your spirit guides and spiritual learning. It also helps dissolve self-imposed limitations and boost your confidence. By keeping this crystal close to your energy field, you'll gain a sense of inner knowing. This will help you to identify and release past trauma that still affects your life. Third eye is the mystical gateway that connects the physical world with the universal energy. When open, it magnifies psychic powers and intuition, helping you to see life from a different perspective. Ruby zoisite is one of the most effective crystals for strengthening the energetic link between the heart chakra and the third eye. It pulls your emotional and mental energies into alignment, helping you to act in accordance with your heart's desire. It also opens and balances the third eye. This brings insight and clarity to your thoughts and helps you to remain focused. Higher heart chakra. The heart chakra and the higher heart chakra are the centers for love and intimacy. As they are pink or green in color, these chakras resonate with the energy of ruby zoisite. This allows ruby zoisite to open, energize these centuries, which helps you to feel the powerful unconditional love. Emotions such as joy, appreciation, compassion, and forgiveness will also be enhanced with the crystal is nearby. Root chakra. The root chakra is concerned with instinct and our basic needs. It governs our sense of stability and connects with the earth for grounding. If this energy center is balanced, it can compromise. If this energy center is unbalanced, it can compromise the other chakras. This misalignment can often lead to feelings of fear, disconnection, and tiredness. And you need to know that when someone is entering into your root chakra, and the way to go in there is through your rectum, a lot of people have been violated because there are people that want to go into that area. And that is a way to they want your root chakra because it really is hard to balance the root chakra. it's really hard. It's really hard. And once someone takes your root chakra from you, you understand, like and you're in misalignment, and it's damn near impossible to recover that 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 alignment. So what a lot of people do is they go when their root chakras are robbed and taken from them. These are the people that go to try and only men, to tell you the truth, can still root chakras. It's only men. Um, so what they will do is they will go to little children and rob them of their root chakras. They don't care if they're boys. They don't care if they're girls. So it creates a lot of confusion. That violation creates a lot of confusion, especially with little boys that grow up. Because I had a man to tell me that his root chakra was stolen by his brother, and he's like really having a very difficult time. So, like I say, to compensate for the loss of that root chakra, you will have men that will go on to get little boys root chakras. Do that make sense? Because it's sort of like this demonic force that looks to steal root chakra energy, because that's some powerful energy right there. So, you know, um, guard your sacred places. I don't care what nobody say. That's the sacred place too. That's a very sacred place. Um, okay. Okay. Ruby Zoisite. Okay, so it says which zodiac signs are associated with Ruby Zoisite. Okay, so I guess I'm just reading on the Ruby Zoisites. You all need to look up the Zoisites, because I'm getting ready to end this live stream. Ruby Zoisite is an adaptable crystal that can link with many of the zodiac signs. The star signs I consider most suitable for Ruby Zoisites are Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, and Gemini. Hmm. Wow. Sagittarius. Any Sagittarius is in the house? Press 1 if you are a Sagittarius. Talk to me. Any Sagittarius is up in here? Or did all y'all go to sleep? Any Sagittariuses? Yeah, I find myself in certain places, Lolita. We don't have no Sagittariuses in here. Wow. Oh, Kevin is a Sagittarius. Shout out to the Sagittarius. I'm going to be doing my card readings, y'all. When I get through in here, I'm going to get my cards out. I'm going to do a reading right here. I want to get the camera so y'all can see me pull the cards, because I just about finished my tarot cards. Any Aries in here? Aries, press 1. Tanya's an Aries. Zoisite is your stone, babes. Sagittarius is, Aries is. Zoisite is your stone. We have an Aquarius in here. Akita is an Aquarius. This is your stone. Gemini. Nicole, we got a Virgo in here. Any Geminis? Okay, Aquariuses. Please stand up. May the Aquariuses. Oh, Ruby P, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, Rudy, I'm sorry. I kept calling you Ruby. I'm sorry. Rudy, what's up, Rudy? So I'm an Aquarius, sis. Akita's Aquarius, and Rudy's Aquarius. Any other Aquariuses here? I'm telling you, Aquarius. If it's a task that you just cannot tackle, you don't have the courage to do it, give it to an Aquarius. An Aquarius will do just about whatever it takes to lead. Aquariuses are leaders. They are the leaders of society. They're not afraid. They're bold. And up front, Aquariuses. But Aquariuses will stand your ass up and leave you out in the cold. You be like, where did they go? Woo, 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 woo. Ooh, they'll bail out on you in a minute. Any Geminis? Okay, hey, Quaya's diary says her father is an Aquarius. Okay. Okay, Nicole says her husband is an Aquarius. And your daughter's a Sagittarius. Okay, so you got to get that Zoisite in here. Akita, yeah. Yeah, plenty of Aquarius just done left me out in the cold. So, do I say anything? No, I'm like, okay, I kind of feel where y'all coming from. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to get upset. I don't have to get mad because I know somewhere in the midst I've done it before too. You know what I'm saying? But if it's an Aquarius, I'm like, okay, you can't put too much on an Aquarius because are not going to give you any warnings. They're just not going to give you a warning. You know what I'm saying? If you make one slip up, they're gone. Okay, and you don't get closure. Aquarius give no closure. So if you're going through a situation where you have had a breakup with an Aquarius, and I'm not just talking about a significant other, it could be a friendship, a business, a partnership, or what have you. You'll be waiting forever if you think an Aquarius is going to contact you and say, hey, look, this is what happened, such and such. Baby, you will be waiting. You'll be waiting. Oh, they'll come back crawling on their hands and knees. Aquariuses are not coming back to you crawling on their hands and knees. They're not going to do it. They got too much pride. I'm just telling you, this is what I have learned. And when it happens to me, I don't make a big deal out of it because I already know. I do want to understand the other star charts and stuff. You know, I really want to learn a lot. You know, it's crazy because my daughter's a Gemini. She's a Gemini, and so I gotta see how this falls in line with her. And it's crazy because my other daughter's an Aries. So God, dog. What's the chances of that? I mean, so one is an Aries, one is a Gemini. So both, let me get them some Zoisite necklaces or something, if that's going to help them. But I do believe all star charts can benefit from Zoisites. So whether you are a Sagittarius, or an Aries, or an Aquarius, or Gemini, or you another star sign, you may be um, um, a Leo, a Capricorn. I'm trying to name them all. Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio. No matter what you are, you can try that stone if you have an interest in it. Sagittarius, let's talk. People born under the star sign are usually optimistic. Yeah, Sagittarius have a great understanding of emotions and a strong sense of honesty. Let's give it up for Sagittarius. There are situations where Sagittarians can face challenges, though. This can lead to insecurity, boredom, and egotistical behavior. Ruby Zoisite is a wonderful crystal for minimizing a Sagittarian's less desirable traits and boosting confidence. It'll inspire your adventurous side while developing self love and patience. It'll also enhance your spiritual connection so you can lead from a higher state of consciousness. Aries, let's talk about Zoisite. Mars, the ruling planet of Aries, has a fiery nature that resonates with ruby Zoisite. Ruby is also the birthstone of Aries, listen to that, which makes aniolite an excellent crystal for people born under the star sign. As open minded and passionate people, Aries are often creative and make great team leaders. However, their passion can sometimes lead to impatience, stress, and impulsiveness. With the with the synthesis of fire, ruby, and earth, zoisite, ruby zoisite can bring balance to the life of an Aries. It won't dull your passion, but will help you harness it in a constructive and positive way. Did y'all hear that, Aries? Beautiful. Aquarius. Aquarius are passionate about helping mankind. Like I said, we are the humanitarians and we'll fight for righteous causes. Okay, we will. However, they also tend to overthink decisions and events, which can harm their mental health. Remember, I was telling y'all about my hypochondriac nature? It's all in the star chart. Ruby Zoisite strengthens the connection between the heart, third eye, and crown chakras. This will help to stabilize your emotions so you can live from your heart rather than in your head. Gemini. Geminis are sociable, intelligent, and inquisitive people who are always looking for the next challenge to excite them. However, they tend to be self critical, that's true, and hard on themselves, especially if they feel they've upset someone. Ruby Zoisite helps release feelings of anger, guilt, and despair while inspiring appreciation. Through strengthening the etheric body, Ruby Zoisite will also encourage love and friendship. By using the crystal for Gemini, you'll find that inner happiness and self worth start to flourish. This will give you renewed energy to move forward with exciting goals. Very interesting. How to care for zoisite. Ruby zoisite is a moderately hard mineral, making it less prone to scratching from soft crystals. With that, the division between the ruby and zoisite it is a structural weakness. It is because I took a bath with one of my pieces and the ruby came out of the zoisite. Try to avoid knocking or dropping the crystal as this can cause cracking along the joint. Wrapping it in a soft, natural material for storage is a good idea. Heat can also damage aniline and aniolite and cause existing fractures to lengthen. Be careful to ensure it isn't exposed to extreme temperature changes. We just got interrupted. Can ruby zoisite get wet? As any stone with a rating above 5 on the moles scale can be cleansed in water, it's safe for ruby zoisite to get wet. How to cleanse it? Water, sunlight, moonlight. So you want to just damp wash it with a cloth, they say, when you're doing water. Rinse it with fresh water afterwards to prevent any buildup of soapy residue. Sunlight. Ruby zoisite loves and enjoy a sun bath, which isn't surprising as ruby is associated with the fiery element. Sunlight will purify negative energy and restore the male-female balance to your crystal. As the crystal doesn't like extreme heat, I do this in the early morning when the light is less intense. Moonlight. See, we get very sunlight right now. Moonlight is a lovely way to cleanse and energize ruby zoisite. If I'm cleansing it outside, I usually place it directly on the ground so it can benefit from an earthy connection at the same time cleansing using moonlight. Okay, cleansing using moonlight can be done at any time during the cycle, but the energies around the full moon are even more powerful. Oh, y'all, can we get the thumbs up here? We've had 101 people to thumbs up. So guess what? That means we have had over 100 people in on the channel. So can we get some more thumbs up? Zoisite is a wonderful ruby zoisite is a wonderful meditation, and that's what this is. This is a ruby zoisite because it has the red in here. That's ruby. Now they do have some zoisites that are just completely nothing but zoisite. So, like I said, y'all do the readings on complete zoisites and helping you to understand who you really are. I like to hold the ruby zoisite palm stone when meditating to help me focus and attentive to the lessons. Aniolite is often shaped into cabicons, which suits jewelry makers. As it aligns with your heart chakra, wear a ruby zoisite pendant so it energizes, so its energies remain close to this energy center. You can also carry a piece in your shirt or your pocket. Rubizoisite is an energy amplifier. It'll increase sexual energy as well as passion, drive, and enthusiasm. It also is great for putting a spark back into a relationship. Place it on the root chakra for 10 minutes before you go to sleep, okay? Or even put it under the pillow or a mattress. During the day, you can keep a piece in your shirt or trouser pocket. If you want your dreams to become reality sooner, keep a piece of ruby zoisite crystal near your workspace. And light can be used to strengthen and cleanse the etheric bodies, which comprises the meridians, chakras, and aura. One method is to place a ruby zoisite healing grid around you practicing yoga. Kundalini yoga is particularly good for raising the Kundalini energy through the chakras. Now the question was, okay, now other combinations that go good with this zoisite. Oh, okay. Zanzanite and thulite are part of, y'all write that down because I never even heard of this, are part of the ruby zoisite family. So work well with its energy. So work well with its energy. Blue sapphire. They're a strong combination together. Opal and garnet. So somebody was asking, how do we prepare for the fall of America? Like I said, the fall of America will actually take us directly into the era of the ancients. You have to prepare by, first of all, you need to know your lineage line. Go ahead and get your DNA kits. Once again, My Heritage is selling their kits for $55. They're on sale right now. If you want to do Ancestry is just more popular than My Heritage. You get a larger database, so you can go ahead and get as Ancestry is $99. You can do the family lineage line for $2.99, and that is my African DNA. You can do that. Do whichever one you want. Do them all if you like to. You know why? Because you need to go into meditation and into study with your ancestors. That is the only way to prepare. The only way to prepare, besides what I said, putting off the inevitable by gathering up all the canned goods, all the water, all of the survival packages of powdered food, and like I said, wearing a backpack on your back twice a week so that you can get used to being able to hold a large amount of weights and staying in the gym. Is ancestors. You got to start having a personal conversations with your ancestors. If you're saying I'm not hearing my ancestors, then that means you need to do a little bit of more work. You got to raise your frequencies. You got to raise your vibrations. a good way for people who ask the questions. I don't know how to raise my frequencies. I don't know how to raise my vibrations. There's so many different niches, crystals, candles, burning a candle. Like I said, I burn a candle in my house at all time. Candles are constantly going. You understand? Because the spirits recognize the flame. You want to always have those going in a safe place. Introducing yourself to spiritual oils, essential oils, will help you raise your frequencies. Like I say, these crystals and stuff like this take you to higher vibrations. You understand what I'm saying? Yoni stings, spiritual baths, things of those natures. Keeping people that operate low on low vibrations at bay as much as possible. Now you have people who get sick. We got to tend to the sick because we're humanitarians. I'm not talking about those people, staying away from them, but people who operate on a lot of drama and negativity. It just seems like, they constantly have to. You don't want these people as leaders. When you got people, let's talk about content creators that they seem to rejoice at the pain of other content creators when they're going through things. They're laughing and I see she did this. How that was she those type of people. You want to stay away from those people because those people are in pain and they have not found the way to heal themselves. When you have not found the way to heal, then what you do is get off on other people's pain by laughing at them, poking fun, calling their names constantly throughout videos, and everything. Those people are hurting. That those are low vibrations, and they will keep you from being able to get yourself at a higher vibration. You understand what I'm saying? I've been in those places where there was lots of drama. You know what I'm saying? Going into on channels where they all are constantly just talking about individuals, just crap talking of whatever. And the only way to do that is you got to be vibrating so low into your lower self. This is the reason why you're there. Be careful in those places. These places are where you get attacked by low energy vibrational entities and stuff, are in those type places, in those nightlife type places. You know what I'm saying? Hoe energy, pimp energy, drug infested street energy are in these places. Dangerous gunfights and stuff are in those places. You cannot raise your frequencies high enough to get in contact with sacred energies like those upper saints and stuff like that. They're not gonna entertain you when you're in those places. So if you find yourself as a content creator or as a psychic person, you understand, or a spiritual person having to attack another spiritual person and call them out. I want to talk about Miss Sunshine. Every time I turn around, Miss Sunshine is this and Miss Sunshine is that and all of that, whatever. These are the places you got to stay away from because time is of the essence. We have very little time. You understand? We cannot spend the majority of our time in those places. This is what you got to do to raise your frequencies. I said all of that to say that. Thank you. Our moderator, Chris, says, please hit the thumbs up button. Yes, please. We're at 108. You understand? Can we get more people? That's a toad. Okay. Mr. K.C. Marley. I'm so sorry. I can't hardly see. What do you think about school being in person? I mean, I don't even know how to answer that. I don't know how to answer that. I know I'm concerned because the American government is not, it doesn't seem to be concerned with the majority of our children not being in school. And the only way a government can get to that place where it's just like, seems like education is no big deal anymore is because this government knows that there is no future. Did y'all hear what I said? Okay, so that's Mr. Willie. He's gonna get ready to walk through the door. I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream and start it back up again, okay? Bye-bye, y'all. Gotta go. Bye-bye.